Looking for some fun ways to warm up your ESL class? Well, stay tuned for some fun ESL warm-up ideas. Don't worry, it won't get too hot. Hi, my name's Gemma Perry and welcome to Mooncake, ESL Teaching Made Easy. If you're new here, then you need to know that I make weekly ESL teaching tip videos to help you improve your English teaching. So if you are teaching ESL abroad, make sure you subscribe below and hit that notification bell for weekly ESL teaching tips. Also, real quick, if you are new, say hi in the comments below and let me know where in the world you're teaching. The warm-up, an essential part of any ESL lesson. The warm-up is there to help capture students' attention and get them ready for English class. But the warm-up doesn't have to be just a random song or activity. It's also a fantastic opportunity to help practice previously taught language. So today I want to share with you a couple of games that you can try in your class to warm up your students while still reviewing previously taught materials. So without further ado, let's look at today's game, Speed Splat. Now today's games are a twist on an original video called Splat that I posted previously. So if you haven't yet, make sure you check out that video linked below. This game could also be adjusted to suit any level of English or subject that you might be teaching, but today I'll be using transportation as an example. Now today there are two versions of this game, one that's going to concentrate on students' listening skills and another that's going to concentrate on their speaking skills. So let's get started. To play this game, all you're going to need are some flashcards of the vocabulary you'd like to practice and two soft hammers. Now don't worry if you don't have a hammer, students can just use their hand instead. To get started, position the class in a semicircle with you, the teacher, in the middle. Now this first game is going to work on students' listening skills, so we'll start by introducing those flashcards one by one using TPR and chance as you do. If you're not sure how to use TPR and chance in your classroom, then make sure you check out my video on TPR linked below. Next, you're going to place those flashcards on the whiteboard behind you and introduce the two hammers to the class. Whenever introducing hammers to the class, make sure you go through some basic rules of how to use them. Next, you're going to ask two students to come to the middle and take a hammer. The whole class as a group are then going to ask those two students the target question. For example, how did you come to school today? How did you come to school today? You, the teacher, are then going to use one of those words from the board to answer the question. For example, I came by submarine. Those two students then need to run to the board, hit the correct card and say the sentence out loud, I came by submarine. The fastest student to do so gets to stay in the middle, whereas the slowest student needs to sit back down. Now the fun part about this game is the speed at which you play it. So immediately after that slower student sits back down again, you need to ask another student to quickly come up, grab the hammer and go again. Keep going again and again until all the students are warmed up and ready for English class. This next version of the game works more on students' speaking skills, and to play, all you're going to need are some flashcards of the vocabulary you'd like to practice. Start by positioning the class in a semicircle with you, the teacher, in the middle. Next, you're going to introduce those flashcards one by one, though this time instead of putting them on the board, you're going to keep them yourself. Next, ask two students to come to the middle and stand in front of the board. Next, you're going to have the whole class as a group ask the target question, how did you come to school today? How did you come to school today? Now this time, instead of saying the sentence out loud, you're going to show students a target flashcard. Students then need to look at that flashcard and reply using that word. For example, I came by submarine. The fastest student to do so correctly and clearly gets to stay in the middle. The slowest needs to sit back down. Once again, we ask another student to come to the middle and go again. Keep going until the whole class is warmed up and ready for English class. Now the key to making these games fun is the speed at which you play it. So once students have grasped how to play, make sure you're playing it as quickly as possible. So there you have it, a couple of fun twists on that original game of Splat that you can use in your class to help warm up your students ready for English class. If you haven't yet, make sure you check out my original video linked below. Let me know if you like this video by commenting with the word helpful in the comments below and by sharing with your fellow teachers. If you're looking for some more fun ESL games, then you can check out some of my other videos right here. That's it for this video, thanks so much for watching. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, or if you're interested in a Mooncake sweatshirt or mug, you can find them linked below. And of course, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more weekly ESL teaching tips from Mooncake.